Hi students, welcome to Tirumala Vizag. In previous class we discussed what is a sequence, what is a series and what are progressions, and arithmetic progression definition we have seen and related properties we discussed in the previous class. And today we will be doing some problems, arithmetic progression. Once you go through all the properties what we discussed in previous lecture, then start watching this video. Okay, we will start with the basic problems and we will do all types of problems in this AP. First one, very simple basic problem. In an AP, if first term is 4 and ninth term is 20, then it's 15th term. First term means T1 if I take it is given 4 and ninth term means T9 if I take it is equal to 20, given it is. Then they are asking what is T15, that is 15th term. T1 means if I take A is the first term and D is the common difference of this AP, in general we will take like that only. A is the first term and D is the common difference. Then T1 means here A only, A equal to given 4. And T9, what is the nth term? You know, nth term is A plus n minus 1 into D. Given T9 is equal to A plus n minus 1 means 8 into D, it is equal to given 20. A plus n minus 1 into D, where n is equal to 9 only, 20 given, A is 4, 4 plus 8D is equal to 20, 8D is equal to 16 implies D is equal to 2. Therefore, common difference we know already, first term means A equal to 4, we want 15th term, therefore T15 is equal to A plus 14D, A plus n minus 1 into D. Therefore, A is equal to 4 plus 14 into 2. It is equal to 28 plus 4, that is 32 is the 15th term. A simple one, that one starting problem. And next, see this second one. If x plus 1, comma 3x, comma 4x plus 2 are first three terms of AP. That is like it is a T1, it is a T2 and it is 3. Then it's a fifth term, that is T5 we need. See here. Because these three terms are in AP, whenever, of course I can take this as A comma A plus D comma A plus 2D, and you can do in that way or otherwise. Whenever three terms like A comma B comma C are in AP implies, we discussed this concept in previous class, that is 2B equal to A plus C. Second term minus first term equal to third term minus second term. 2B means 2 times of it is 3x is equal to A is x plus 1 and C is 4x plus 2. Therefore, 2 into 3, 6x, this side it is 5x, I will bring this side x is equal to 2 plus 1, 3. Therefore, these three terms are now, first term is nothing but x plus 1 means 4. Second term means, what is this one you see, 3 into 3, 9. Third term means x equal to 3 means 12 plus 2 is 14. Therefore, it is the sequence. It is the sequence means what is the first term here? It is 4. Because already I have used here A, let me take it as a T1 only, T1 equal to 4. And common difference if I want to D, second minus first means 9 minus 4 equal to 5. Therefore, I want T5. T5 is A plus n minus 1 into D. Of course, A already I have, T1 I am taking T1 plus, it is 4D. A plus n minus 1 into 4. What is a T1? It is 4 plus 4 into D is 5. 20 plus 4 means 24 is fifth term. Hope you understood. Very basic problems. We will do all model problems. Another two problems we will see. See this. Find 4 numbers which are in AP whose sum is 20 and sum of whose squares is 120. In previous class clearly we discussed how to take the required number of terms conveniently which are in AP. And particularly when sum is equal to 20, choosing the terms will make a difference to do that problem effectively. See here, 4 numbers in AP means here total number of terms even. Total number of terms even means conveniently choosing the terms. You fix 2 middle terms as A minus D and A plus D. And what is the common difference of those 2 terms? 2D. Now you add other 2 terms so that all those 4 should be in AP. Observe this. 4 numbers are in AP, no? We will take A minus D comma A plus D are the middle terms. Because a common difference is 2D, next term means with common difference 2D, A plus 3D it will become. And here it will become A minus 3D. We discussed this concept. Now, because these are the 4 numbers which are in AP and we need to find these 4 numbers only. To find these numbers given sum of them equal to 20. Given that sum is equal to 20. That is A minus 3D plus A minus D plus A plus D plus A plus 3D is equal to 20. Here now 3D minus 3D, D will get cancelled directly. 4A is equal to 20 implies A is equal to 5. See here, it is the advantage of choosing the terms in this way. Of course, nothing wrong if you choose your terms as A comma, A plus D comma, A plus 2D comma, A plus 3D. Of course, you can take them as those 4 terms and you can take sum and you can take sum of the squares. Of course, simplification will become bit lengthy, that's all. So only I am avoiding taking those as our 4 terms and we will take 4 terms as this one. And remember, whenever sum of the terms of that AP are given, then go with these type of numbers only. Then choose the numbers so that only one variable will be there when you add all those terms. Okay, anyhow this part we discussed. A, I got it. And next one. And sum of whose squares is given 120. Sum of squares means A minus 3D whole square plus A minus D whole square plus A plus D whole square plus A plus 3D whole square is equal to 120 given. Now you see, if I square it, these 2 times of A square plus B square means 9D square. A minus B whole square plus A plus B whole square, 2 times of A square plus B square. And again these 2 times of A square plus D square equal to 120. And now if I take 2 common and if I cancel right hand side, remaining A square plus A square means 2A square plus 9 plus 1 means 10D square is equal to 60, because this 2 already I am cancelling with this one. Now again 2 I can take common and I will get cancelled with right hand side. A equal to 5. 5 square means 25 plus 5D square is equal to 30. Already I have taken 2 common, 2 30 times. that is 5d square is equal to 30 minus 25 is 5 only, or 5d square equal to 5 means d is equal to plus or minus 1. Therefore, now we know a value and d value, therefore I can write all these terms. First I will take a is equal to 5 and d equal to 1. Now what are the terms you see? A minus 3d, that is 5 minus 3 into 1, a minus d, 5 minus 1, a plus d, 5 plus 1, a plus 3d, 5 plus 3. 5 minus 3, it is 2, 4, 6, 8. And next if I take a is equal to 5 and d equal to minus 1, what I will get now? A minus 3d means it will become 5 plus 3, comma 5 plus 1. A plus d will become 5 minus 1, 5 minus 3. Yes, these are 5 plus 3 means 8, 5 plus 1 6, 5 minus 1 4, 5 minus 3 2. Of course, just order reversed, that's all. Here 2, 4, 6, 8 we got, here 8, 6, 4, 2 we got. Therefore, when 4 numbers are in AP given whose sum equal to given and sum of whose squares is also given means you can choose the terms and you can find a value directly, and sum of the squares given 120, I have taken simplification. D value I got plus or minus 1 here. A5 D1 means these are the numbers, or A equal to 5, D equal to minus 1, any of those are the numbers which are in APR 2, 4, 6, 8. You can check sum 4 plus 2, 6 plus 6, 12 plus 8, 20, and squares also correct. Better if you check after simplifying that, because something went wrong in the simplification means definitely these numbers may come wrong, addition, and this one also you check if required. Next, second one. First term of NAP is 5. Last term is 45. And their sum equal to 400 given. Then find number of terms and common difference. Listen here. Here T1 is equal to given first term 5. And Tn is equal to given last term 45. We do not know n value, they have given last term of his sequence, his AP. And sum means these all the terms T1 plus T2 plus and so on plus Tn is equal to 400 given. Then they are asking for what value of n. If it is an AP, this sum will become 400 and also common difference of that series they are asking. Here you see sum of n terms means it is n by 2 times of, we know T1 plus Tn is equal to 400. N by 2 times of T1 plus Tn, T1 is 5 plus Tn is 45 is equal to 400. Therefore, n by 2 into 45 plus 5, 50 is equal to 400. 1 0 will get cancelled. 5 8 times. Therefore, n is equal to 16. Therefore, total number of terms in that sequence are 16, whose sum is equal to 400 you will get. T1 equal to 5 first term, Tn equal to 45 means what is that one? T16 only, T16 equal to 45. Now again what they are asking, common difference also. T16 means we know A plus 15D only is equal to 45, and A given first term only A 5. Therefore, 5 plus 15D is equal to 45, 15D is equal to 40, hence D is equal to 5 8 times, 5 3 times. Therefore, common difference of that AP is 8 by 3 you will get. Hope you understood these two problems. This question you see, for an AP, of course it is an AP whose terms are given 29, 27, 25 and so on. Find first negative term. What is the meaning here you see? This sequence is 29, 27, 25, 23 and so on. The here terms are decreasing. 29, 27, 25 and so on means definitely because the terms are decreasing, somewhere it will become negative and negative terms it will go on like anything. They are asking what is the first negative terms if you keep on writing all these terms. What I will do, you see, first let us find first nth term of this sequence. For that, what is A first term? It is 29. And what is the common difference is 27 minus 29, it is minus 2. Let me write nth term of this sequence Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. It is equal to A means 29 plus n minus 1 into D, D is minus 2. It is equal to 29 plus 2, it is 31 minus 2n. Right. What I will do? I will try to find the value of n where this nth term is equal to 0. That is, if Tn is equal to 0, implies 31 minus 2n equal to 0 or 2n is equal to 31. Therefore, n equal to 31 by 2, which is not an integer. It is equal to 15.5. What is the meaning? Let us see here. You see, if I take it is 29, 27, 25 and so on. And so on, if I take here 15th term will be there, here 16th term will be there, here 17th term will be there and so on. Here for n equal to 15.5 means this term actually does not exist, but meaning here before this term means 14th term is positive and after 15 means 16th term will become negative. That is 15.5 means somewhere if I take here 15, 16 means between that. Here it is 15.5 if I take, it is a T50. 15.5 means it doesn't mean that that is a term of that sequence. No. Actually this T 15.5 equal to 0 means in this sequence if you keep on writing the terms, 0 is not a number of this series. 0 will be in middle of this, I mean somewhere between two terms. That is between 15th and 16th. That is the meaning here. So 15.5 is equal to 0 means T 15.5. Somewhere here it will be 0 between 15th term and 16th term means 15th term is positive and 16th term is negative. Therefore, if they ask a question, which term will be the first negative term of this sequence, I can say T16 is the first negative term and they are asking here value of that term. Therefore, T16 is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D means it is equal to A plus 15D. What is A you see? A is 29 plus 15 into D is minus 2. 29 minus 30 is equal to minus 1. Yes. Therefore, minus 1 is the first negative term of this sequence. And of course, if you find T15, it will be positive only, you see here. T15 is equal to A plus 14D. It is equal to A is 29 plus 14 into minus 2. It is equal to 1. Therefore, here it is 1. Here it is minus 1. Meaning T 15.5 equal to 0 means it is not a member of this sequence, but between this term 15 and this term 16, 0 will be there in between. Now you observe, suppose this n comes as an integer. Suppose n is equal to 15 or 16, if it comes, what is the meaning here you see? Suppose t15 equal to 0 if you get. t15 equal to 0 means this term is 0, next term is negative, before that term is also positive, because it is a decreasing sequence. If directly integer equal to 0 means next immediate term will become negative because it is a decreasing sequence, and before that term will become positive only, that term will become 0. Hope you understood this discussion. Next problem. Previous problem discussion will be useful for this problem also. See here. Find the maximum possible sum of this AP 40, 37, 34 and so on n. And so on n terms. Here you see what is the sequence 40, 37, 34 and so on n terms is given. We want maximum possible sum of AP. It is a decreasing sequence. Look here, suppose if they have given 2, 5, 8, 11, and so on n terms, maximum possible sum means meaningless there. It is increasing and increasing tends to infinity. Here 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11 and so on. If I ask find maximum sum possible sum of this one till n terms means there is no meaning for that. It is an increasing and tends to it is infinite. There we cannot, there is no meaning if I ask maximum value of maximum sum of that sequence. Because here it is a decreasing sequence. Starting with positive terms 40, 37, 34 and so on n terms they are asking. What is the meaning here you see? Suppose if I take it is a T1, T2, T3 and so on, somewhere here it is a Tp minus 1, Tp plus 1 and so on Tn minus 1, and of course here it is a Tn will be there. Suppose if I take this one, because this sequence of terms are decreasing in order, 40, 37, 34 and so on means it will become negative terms also. That is, even negative terms will come after some time. Suppose somewhere here in this term Tp equal to if I get 0. If it is equal to 0 means after this term will become negative, before this term will become positive. Now if I add this sequence of terms till Tp minus 1 or Tp, because it is equal to 0, even if you add with this one no effect only, even if you don't add, even if you neglect also no problem. I can say if this term is equal to 0 means start from here onwards all the terms will become negative. Maximum possible sum means if you add all these terms till p minus 1th term, it will be the maximum sum. Therefore, indirectly they are asking you to find what is the first negative term, and first negative term if you find, non-negative term also you can find, and till that term if you add, you will get that sum is the maximum possible sum of that AP. Anyhow, let us write Tn for this one. What is A here? A is equal to 40 and common difference D is equal to minus 3. Therefore, nth term Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. It is equal to 40 plus n minus 1 into D means minus 3. It is equal to, observe this, 40 plus 3, 43 minus 3n. Now, I will check the term where this Tn equal to 0. Tn equal to 0 means 43 is equal to 3n, n equal to 43 by 3. It is equal to 1, 13 means 4, 14.3 approximate value. So, it is not integer means 0 is not the term of this sequence, but of course 14.3 means next term of this one 15th term only, before that one means 14th term. Here I can say, if I take T1 comma T2 and so on, T13, T14, T15, T16 and so on, if I take T14.3 equal to 0 means what is the meaning? Somewhere here it will be 0. Therefore, next term will be the negative term, before that term will be the positive term. Now, maximum possible value means if I add till 14 terms, I will get maximum possible, maximum possible sum I will get. Therefore, S14 is the maximum possible sum. What is S14? I will see. S14 is equal to n by 2 into 2a, 2 into 40 plus n minus 1, 14 minus 1 into d, 37 minus 40 means minus 3. It is equal to 7, 2 into 40, 80, 14 minus 1, 13, 13 into 3 minus 39. 80 minus 39 means 41, it is equal to 7 into 41 equal to, it is 287 will be the answer. 287 will be the answer. Therefore, it will be the first negative term. Therefore, before this should be positive, and till here if you add, you will get maximum possible sum. Hope you understood this one. Right, next one, important problem. Of course, simple. In an arithmetic progression, mth term is n, Tm equal to n, and nth term is equal to m. So, mth term given n and nth term given m. Then show that pth term of that AP is given by m plus n minus p. M plus n minus p. Listen here. Let us take first term T1 is equal to A and common difference is equal to D. First term is equal to A and common difference is equal to D. Therefore, given mth term is equal to n implies A plus m minus 1 into d is equal to n, and nth term is equal to given m implies A plus n minus 1 into d is equal to m. See, to find pth term means I need A value and d value. Therefore, two equations are there and two unknowns A and D. They have given m and n. Here what are the unknowns? A and D only. And two equations are there in terms of A and D means you can find A and D in terms of m and n. How to find them? You see, let me take this equation as 1, it as a 2. Subtract these two, A will get cancelled. M minus n into D is equal to n minus m. Therefore, here m minus n and here n minus m means that implies D equal to minus 1 I got. And D equal to minus 1 means either from this or from this I will take from 1 what I will write? A is equal to n minus of m minus 1 into d is minus 1. It is equal to n plus m minus 1. Therefore, now I know first term is n plus m minus 1 and common difference d equal to minus 1. Now, whatever the term you want, you can write it. Now, I want pth term. Therefore, Tp is equal to a plus p minus 1 into d. What is a here? A is n plus m minus 1 plus p minus 1 into d is minus 1. It is equal to n plus m. Here minus 1, if I multiply with minus 1 means plus 1 will get cancelled. It is minus p. Therefore, it is n plus m minus p. That only they are asking. Show that pth term is m plus n minus p. And based on this concept, these two problems are, this one previous entrance question. Nth term is given m, mth term is given n. Same problem only. Of course, here pth term is m plus n minus p. Now they are asking m plus n. Therefore, Tp is equal to, we know, m plus n minus p. Hence, T of m plus n is equal to m plus n minus of m plus n is equal to 0. Hope you understood that. So, remember, nth term is n, m and mth term is n. Then m plus nth term is nothing but 0. Therefore, now you see here 7th term is 13 and 13th term is 7. Now, what is 13 plus 7 means like Tm plus n only. 20th term will become 0 only. Therefore, T20 is equal to 0, we can write. So, better if you have an idea, nth term is m and mth term is n, then pth term is nothing but m plus n minus p you will get. Therefore, now if you have an idea about the pth term, if they ask m plus n means replace p by m plus n, it will become 0. Here m plus nth term means, of course, 13 and 7 means it will become 0. Hope you understood. Good model. Okay, next problem. Even this one model previous JE problem. In an arithmetic progression, p times pth term is equal to q times qth term, where p and q are not equal, then show that p plus qth term is equal to 0. Let us take a is the first term and d is the common difference of this AP. What is given here? P times Tp, pth term, is equal to q times qth term means Tq. Then we need to establish that is p plus qth term is equal to 0. Observe this. Only one equation we will get, one relation only. Here what are the unknowns we are taking, a and d. If two equations we get means we can solve somehow to find a and d and we can find whatever the term we want. Because here only one equation given and two unknowns are there and they are asking T of p plus q means if you solve this one somehow, you must attain directly that p plus qth term. Otherwise, you cannot solve it. That we will see. Therefore, p times Tp, that is pth term means what I can write? A plus p minus 1 into d equal to q times Tq means it is a plus q minus 1 into d. So, now I will bring these terms this side. Here these two I will take a common means it is a p minus q into a plus d I will take common, it is a p into p minus 1 minus q into q minus 1 of d equal to 0. Now, let me simplify this. P minus q into a plus it is p square minus p minus q square plus q into d equal to 0. it is p minus q into a plus, it is p square minus q square, you will get p minus q into p plus q minus of p minus q into d equal to 0. Observe here, p minus q is common, here also p minus q is there, total p minus q I will take common, it is p minus q into remaining one a plus, it is p plus q minus 1 into d equal to 0. Now given p not equal to q, it is of the form x into y equal to 0, either x equal to 0 or y equal to 0 you will get, but of course since p not equal to q given, therefore it must be equal to 0, that is a plus p plus q minus 1 into d equal to 0. As I told you before starting this problem, because there is only one equation and two unknowns are there, to solve two unknowns and to find the values means we must have two equations, but here only one equation given means if you want t of p plus q, if you simplify this, it must be on that form only you see. Therefore here a plus p plus q minus 1 into d equal to 0, it is of the form a plus n minus 1 into d equal to 0, what is n p plus q, therefore it is nothing but p plus q at the term only. That implies I can write t of p plus q equal to 0. So we must have basic knowledge. Two variables or two unknowns means two equations are required to solve them. Only one equation means you cannot solve it. Somehow they have given means that, to find t of p plus q, if you solve it, if you simplify it, it must be in that form. Okay, next. Listen this. This one previous JEE problem. 100 times 100th term of an AP with non-zero common difference is equal to 50 times 50th term. Then find 150th term. Similar to this problem only. P times pth term is equal to q times qth term, then p plus qth term. Here also given 100 times t100 is equal to 50 times t50, then what is t of 50 plus 100 or 100 plus 50 they are asking. What is the answer? It is equal to 0, same problem. If you have idea about this one, by looking at that question you can answer it, it is equal to 0. So yes, it is required to have idea about these type of problems. Already we have seen in the previous problem, mth term is n and nth term is m. Then pth term is nothing but m plus n minus p. And m plus nth term will become 0 if mth term is n and nth term is m. And here you see, p times pth term is equal to q times qth term. Then p plus qth term is equal to 0. If you have this knowledge, that answer you can write it directly. Hope you understood this one. See this next problem. If p plus 1th term of an AP is twice q plus 1th term of that AP, then show that 3p plus 1th term is twice that of p plus q plus 1th term. Yes, as usual I will take a is the first term and d is the common difference of this AP. Given that p plus 1th term means t of p plus 1 is equal to twice q plus 1 means t of q plus 1. As I told you in previous problem, only one equation means I can write a in terms of d or d in terms of a or a relation in terms of a and d only. I cannot find separately a and d. Let us solve this. Tp plus 1 means a plus p plus 1 minus 1 means a plus pd is equal to 2 times of it is a plus qd I will write. Yes, a plus n minus 1 means p plus 1 minus 1, it is a p into d is equal to this one. 2a minus a I will take that side, it is a is equal to this d if I bring this side p minus 2q into d. This is the relation for a and d. Now we need to show that 3p plus 1th term is twice that of p plus q plus 1th term. So what I will do, you see, I will take t of 3p plus 1 by t of p plus q plus 1. If this ratio is equal to 2 means, yes, we can say 3p plus 1th term is twice that of p plus q plus 1th term, we can say. It is equal to, what is a t of 3p plus 1? A plus 3p into d. By denominator it is a plus p plus q plus 1 into d. It is equal to, what is a, you see, p minus 2q into d. It is p minus 2q into d plus 3pd by, it is p minus 2q into d plus p plus q plus 1 into d. Yes, d common in numerator and denominator, it will get cancelled. It is equal to, now this d anyhow common and will get cancelled. 3p plus p, 4p minus 2q by p plus p, it is 2p minus 2q plus p means minus q. I can take 2 common, it is 2p minus q by 2p minus q. Therefore, this will get cancelled, equal to 2. Hence, t 3p plus 1 by t p plus q plus 1 equal to 2 means I can write 3p plus 1th term is equal to twice p plus q plus 1th term of this sequence. Hope you understood this one. Yes, look here. Sum of first p terms of an AP is q. Means if I take notation SP is equal to q given, and sum of first q terms of that AP only is p given, that is SQ is equal to p given. That's all, that complete sentence, this one. Sum of first p terms is equal to q, sum of first q terms equal to p. See, previous problems, nth term is equal to m and mth term is equal to n. Here sum of first p terms equal to q, sum of first q terms equal to p. Then show that sum of p plus q terms, that is they are asking s of p plus q is equal to minus of p plus q. We need to show that by using this relation. Right. Yes, let us take a is the first term and d is the common difference. Sp equal to q, you know Sn, sum of n terms, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, that formula only I will write. Sp, p by 2 into 2a plus p minus 1 into d is equal to q. Sq, it is q by 2 into 2a plus q minus 1 into d is equal to p. Or this can be written as 2ap plus p into p minus 1 into d is equal to 2q, and this relation 2aq plus q into q minus 1 into d is equal to 2p. Yes, this is equation 1 you take, it is the second equation you take, it is the first, it is the second. Now, what I will do, you see, I will take subtraction of these two equations, 1 minus 2. It is 2a into p minus q plus d, I can take common here, p square minus p minus of q square minus q into d is equal to 2 times of q minus p. Yes, here 2a into p minus q plus, if I take it is a p square minus q square minus of p minus q into d is equal to 2 times of q minus p. I can take p minus q, here also one p minus q and here p minus q common. if I take that p minus q outside common, it is 2a plus what I will get here, p plus q minus 1 into d is equal to minus 2 times of p minus q, because here p minus q, I wrote p minus q here, p minus q will get cancelled. That is 2a plus p plus q minus 1 into d equal to minus 2. What I want, you see, p plus q values, s of. Therefore, some p plus q terms, sum of first p plus q terms, it is equal to p plus q by 2 into 2a plus p plus q minus 1 into d1. But what is 2a plus p plus q minus 1 into d? It is equal to minus 2. I will write that value. It is equal to p plus q by 2 into minus 2. This 2 cancel. It is minus of p plus q. Therefore, this value, it is q, is minus of p plus q. Like previous problems only, previous problems nth terms given, whereas here sum of m p terms, sum of q terms equal to given. Similar model problem only. Yes, hope you understood this one. We will move to the next problem. Listen here, they have given two APs here. So, what I will do, I will take, let A be the first term and D be the common difference of first AP and X be the first term and Y be the common difference of second AP I will take. It is for the second AP, it is for the first. Sum of n terms of two APs are in the ratio means I will take, let Sn denotes sum of first n terms of first AP and Sn prime or Sn dash denotes sum of n terms of second AP I will take. Now, what is given, you see, given that Sn by Sn dash is equal to, they have given it as 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 27. It is what they have given. Now, what they are asking, if they have given Sn by Sn dash is equal to 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 2n means, they are asking their ratio of their 11th terms. If I take T11 be the 11th term of this series, and T prime 11 be the 11th term of second AP, they are asking this one, T11 by T prime 11. So, here you see Sn, what is Sn? N by 2 into, first term A means it is 2A plus n minus 1 into d by, denominator also sum of, n terms only for second AP, it will be n by 2 only. Here it is 2x plus, here it is n minus 1 only. What is the common difference of second AP? Y is equal to 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 27. Anyhow, n by 2 cancel. Observe this. What actually we want? T11 by T dash 11. What is a T11? A plus 10D. By what is a T prime 11? X plus 10Y. This I want. Whereas I have the ratio 2A plus n minus 1 into D by 2x plus n minus 1 into y. I will divide it with 2. That is A plus n minus 1 by 2 into D by x plus n minus 1 by 2 into y is equal to, it is what, 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 27. Now, observe this. To write this in terms of T11 and T prime 11, it should be A plus 10D by x plus 10y. Observe here. It is A plus some number into d by x plus same number into y. It will become t11 by t prime 11 if n minus 1 by 2 is equal to 11 only. For what value of n it will become a plus 10d you see, and take that value of n in this also you will get that ratio. Therefore, what I will do you see, I will take here n minus 1 by 2 is equal to 10. That implies n minus 1 is equal to 20, therefore n is equal to 21. If I take n equal to 21, this ratio will become a plus n equal to 21 means what it is, 10d by x plus 10y is equal to, here I will take n equal to 21, 7 into 21 plus 1 by 4 into 21 plus 27 is equal to 148 by 4 into 21 84 plus 27 100 7 plus 4 111. This one factors if you write 37 4 times and 37 3 times. 37 3 times, denominator 11, 37, that is equal to 4 by 3. What is a plus 10d? It is t11 only. By denominator is t11 prime, t prime 11 is equal to 4 by 3 is the answer. See here, this is a very important model. Let us try to generalize it. Here two different APs are given. Ratio of sum to first n terms of these different APs given. Now here in this particular problem they asked 11th terms ratio. Suppose if I want pth term by, pth term of second AP ratio, if I want how to find, we will see generalization this one. What is a TP actually? A is the first term and D is the common difference. For first AP means it is A plus P minus 1 into D by. Now for a second term, AP it is a pth term, it is X plus P minus 1 into D. Right. This simplification already we have done, Sn by Sn prime, it is equal to whatever it is. This is A plus n minus 1 by 2 into D by X plus n minus 1 by 2 into Y. Right. Now I want this must be A plus P minus 1 into D by X plus P minus 1 into D. When it will become, only one change you see, if you replace n minus 1 by 2 by P minus 1, it will become A plus P minus 1 into D by X plus P minus 1 into Y, which is Tp by Tp dash. Therefore, now replace n minus 1 by 2 by P minus 1. That implies n minus 1 equal to 2p minus 2 implies n is equal to what I will get, it is 2p minus 1. n equal to 2p minus 1. Therefore, here this one will become now A plus P minus 1 into D by X plus P minus 1 into Y is equal to, replace n by 2p minus 1. It is 7 into 2p minus 1 plus 1 by 4 into 2p minus 1 plus 27. It is equal to 7 into 2 14p minus 7 plus 1 minus 6 by 4 into 2 8p minus 4 plus 27 plus 23. Now whatever the ratio you want, if you just substitute that value, you will get that ratio. So here in this previous problem, what they asked for 11th terms in this problem. Now to get that ratio, I will take P equal to 11. P equal to 11 means you see 14 into 11, 154 minus 6, it is equal to 148. By denominator 8 into 11 means 88, 88 plus 23 which is equal to 111. which is the same ratio in the previous case we got. If it is given to find pth term ratio by pth term ratio of these two APs, just replace n by 2p minus 1. If that also in terms of n only means just replace n by 2n minus 1. See here, that point only generalization, please make a note of this one. If the ratio of the sums of first n terms of two APs is given, then the ratio of their nth terms can be obtained by replacing n with 2n minus 1 in given ratio. What is the meaning here you see? I will take Sn be the sum of first n terms of first AP, Sn prime be the sum of first n terms of second AP. Of course, it is ratios given means function of n by function of n, I will take f of n and g of n. Now, the ratio of their nth terms can be obtained by replacing n with 2n minus 1. That implies if I want Tn by T prime n, just replace n by 2n minus 1, it will become f of 2n minus 1 by g of 2n minus 1. Replace n by 2n minus 1 in this, then if you replace n by 2n minus 1 means it will become the ratio of their nth terms. Previous problem given Sn by Sn prime equal to 7n plus 1 by 4n plus 27. Now, to get this nth terms ratio, just replace n by 2n minus 1. Therefore, Tn by Tn prime is equal to 7 into 2n minus 1 plus 1 by 4 into 2n minus 1 plus 27. It is equal to 7 into 14n minus 6 by 8n plus 23. Now, if you take whatever the value, here nth term ratio means if you take n equal to 11 means you will get T11 by T11 prime, that already we have seen. Hope you understood this one. Please make a note of this and remember, whenever Sn by Sn prime is equal to function of n by g of n, f of n by g of n, to get a ratio of their nth terms, replace n by 2n minus 1, that's all. You will get it. In today's lecture, we have seen problems on arithmetic progression, different models we covered. And in the next lecture, one important concept is there, insertion of arithmetic means, that is AMs between two given numbers, that concept we will see. And some more problems related to this we will see, and if possible we can start with geometric progression also in the coming lecture. Till then, take care, all the best, thank you.